I'm going to show you something on this next one.
Sure.
You can quit worrying about RPM.
Helicopter 1 Tango Bravo, centering left downwind, runway 28.
Tango Bravo, runway 28, cleared for the option.
1 Tango Bravo, clear for the option 28.
So what I'm going to show you is that if your RPM's a little bit low, nothing happens. But when you flare, the horn goes off, that's it. The aircraft flies just fine.
Yeah.
If you have the RPMs too high and you overflare it, you can run the risk of rendling the spindle bearings, which does a crap load of damage.
Oh.
And then the aircraft's out of commission while we tear it apart, send the parts into Robinson, have them redo it, send it back, and it's out of commission for about 3 months. So you don't want to let the you want to come in there with your RPMs too high and flaring hard, all right? So now stand here with me. Let's get our speed up a little bit here. All right, so stay on here with me.
Yeah.
So we're going, I don't know, 70, whatever. Should be able to make 2.8 now. Down, roll back up a little bit. All right, see your RPMs? All the way down there at 90. As long as I got the airspeed, I'm good.
Yeah.
All right, see the right at 90. See that?
Yeah.
Now watch what happens when I flare down here. I think. There's a full now.
Woohoo!
With 90% RPM, all right?
Nice.
So now, don't have to worry about if it's like 97 or 96 or whatever.
Yeah.
It just barely tweaks the horn, whatever, that's fine. So if you run it to the high side, you can cause thousands of dollars worth of damage. If you run it to the low side, nothing happens.
Yeah.
All right?
Oh, that's good enough.
Now, you don't want to run it so low that you get a blade stall and die.
Yeah,
that's typically
would be
bad
fun.
too. Yeah, that's listed under bad as well. Okay, so anyway, if you're pulling collective, the horn's tweaking at you a little bit, that's okay. Not gonna hurt a thing, because when you flare, it's gonna flare and float. It's gonna act just the same as it did. If your RPMs are 95%, and the horn's on versus 100% the horn's on, or not on, it doesn't really fly any different. You'll notice essentially no difference because there's no energy stored in the blades. It's all in airspeed. So.
Helicopter 1 Tango Bravo, centering left downwind, runway 28.
1 Tango Bravo, runway 28, clear for the option.
1 Tango Bravo, clear for the option 28.
So it's all airspeed and altitude that you can convert into airspeed. And the flare at the bottom is where you're
really
converting that energy. If you got all kinds of airspeed, that's great. But if you just come in and slam down on the ground and never recover that energy, it doesn't help. So. All right. And 2-1 Tango Bravo. Hey Tim, can we use Alpha taxiway for some full down auto rotations?
Sir, proceed as requested. Alpha cleared for the option.
The option on Alpha 1 Tango Bravo. So once you follow me through on the first one or two, and then I'll follow you. I'll get a little more speed as we're coming around. So what we're going to use is just see the big triangle area to the right of the taxiway.
That's going to be our spot.
Yeah, we'll kind of shoot for, there's that round, that VOR or VOT check spot or whatever you want to call it. We'll kind of shoot for that thing as going to be our spot. That gives us plenty of room to kind of change it a little bit if we need to turn down Alpha or whatever.
Yeah.
So, all right, so I think we'll make it from here. Now, let me wait a minute. Let's go about so down, roll back up a little bit. Put my speed up, make sure I'm going to actually get there. So now I'm flaring. So, yeah, I think this will work. This spot will work. I'll let you have it.
Will you be able to hold it for a sec while I get a drink of water?
Yep, I'm going to get you back in there.
Okay.
All right, you have it? Think you could auto them right here?
Yeah. Got speed?
Good. All right, good. Good answer. Yep. It's important is airspeed. You know, if you got good airspeed, you can auto from
Yeah. That's why
just about anything from about, 30 feet on up.
Yeah.
Relatively not too bad. Yeah, 1 Tango Bravo's on the downwind for Alpha Taxiway.
1 Tango Bravo, clear for the option, taxiway Alpha.
Clear for the option, taxiway Alpha, 1 Tango Bravo. Have you followed me through one more?
Yeah, sure.
Remember, the most important thing at the end of the auto is to have the skids nice and level when you sit out, So, on there with me.
Yeah.
Don't want to touch on the back of the skids or way on the front of the skids or whatever.
Yeah, don't want to throw the tail boom into the ground.
Well, what happens if you touch on the back of the skids, you get this rocking moment.
The rotor chops the tail boom off, right?
Yeah, you get the master rocking and you take out the tail boom with the rotor. So I think we can make it from here.
Okay.
Down, roll up a little bit. Yeah, I think we'll make it actually. Start flaring here. We're floating. Float. Now down a little with the nose, up on the cluck it. Nice level skid, see that?
Nice.
There you have the aircraft.
I'll have the aircraft.
Skids level.
Yes, the skid level, most important thing.
Yeah. Right now, if you lost it, where would you go?
Right down
just turn just turn right back into the wind,
Yeah.
Set it down wherever you end up at. You got a fence row to avoid right there, but
Yeah.
if you're gonna look like you might hit the fence row, then just turn to the right, come up a little bit short of the fence row in the field.
Yeah.
Even if it's a bit of a crosswind, doesn't hurt anything.
Helicopter 1 Tango Bravo, left downwind for Alpha Taxiway.
1 Tango Bravo, taxiway Alpha, clear for the option.
1 Tango Bravo, clear for the option on Alpha Taxiway. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1.
Diving, too bad. Still looking good, looking good. There you go now. Better come on down a little bit. Good. Not too bad. A little bit on the back of the skids, but not enough to be much of an issue. Alright, try it again.
Helicopter 1 Tango Bravo, centering left downwind for Alpha Taxiway.
1 Tango Bravo, taxiway Alpha, clear for the option.
1 Tango Bravo, cleared for the option, Alpha Taxiway.
Up for Alpha Taxiway. 1 Tango Bravo.
I'm sorry, taxiway Alpha.
Between me and Tim, he had it right now.
Yeah.
We were cleared for an option somewhere on there.
There's somewhere, she's going somewhere.
Yeah. Tim's pretty easy to get along with.
Yeah.
So, it is.
That was pretty funny.
Okay, so now,
A little bit.
that was kind of a 70, looking good.
3, 2,
Okay, now, don't,
yeah, I'm gonna go too far.
no, you're fine. Leave it at 7. You're fine. Just looking fine. Check up a teeny bit. There you go. Looking good. Now wait on your flare. Now flare a little bit. Now flare into it. Flare. Now let the nose come down. Up on the collector.
I kind of did power recovery.
You let the power recover a little bit. That's okay. Believe me, I ain't gonna let you tear it up. All right, so you need to worry about it. All right, you got it. Hope nobody lets me tear it up.
Darn it, my whole plan.